Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be starting my brand new series here. It is going to be called my Redo Makeup Series, where basically I redo makeup looks I've done in the past that I wasn't necessarily happy with, and these will be mostly creative makeup, more on the Halloween sort of side of my channel. So these are just like makeups that I've done that they turned out okay, but I definitely wanted more, and for whatever reason they didn't turn out the way I wanted, and I wanted to give them the creative time that they deserve. So today I'm going to be doing my Cyborg. The original looked like this, and it was about 2 Halloweens ago. It was my sophomore year in college, and with this one I just wanted to use the zipper and thought that a Cyborg would be a good idea, but I definitely wanted to do more Cyborg paint. That zipper did not want to stick, so I wasn't able to open it up as much as I wanted to. So today I'm just going to do a full Cyborg face of makeup. I'm going to use some different body paints, some different techniques that I've picked up since then, and go in and do it. So I already have my primer and foundation done. That's why my skin looks a little pale up here, just because I wanted a flawless base to put the paint on. So let's get started. So the paint I'm going to be using today is from the Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers collection. This is the metallic face paint, and this is very new to me. It's kind of a cream paint, but I have swatched this silver one and I think it's going to be perfect. So I'm just going to take a kabuki brush and start laying this out all over my skin. That kabuki brush did not work, so I'm going to go in with this small stiff brush and see if this picks it up. If not, I'm just going to go in with my fingers, if nothing else. Okay, this one's kind of working better. I'm just going to work in really small sections, which is kind of annoying, but it does give me freedom to kind of do a section at a time rather than the whole face. So I can kind of build it up in certain areas more than others. The story of this first initial look was I was a sophomore in college and had not pre-filmed any videos for Halloween that year, so I was trying to do 31 days of Halloween within the span of like the 31 days of October, which is a lot harder than you would think, like trying to edit and upload and do all of that at once. Hopefully you guys can see the metallic shine. It's definitely showing up more silver in person. But yeah, I didn't really have time, and I didn't really have the supplies to do kind of what I'm doing now, where I can really like pick up a whole bunch of face paint that is metallic and go over everything. I kind of did it in I was doing very quick looks that I wasn't happy with, and I was also living in a really small space that kind of felt suffocating, so that does not help. Oh god, my cat just touched me and I thought it was like a monster coming from hell. So I am going to take this paint and put it right over my eyebrows. Since I am going to be a cyborg, I can look somewhat human, but not fully, so I want to cover them with some silver just so they look like kind of painted on, and then I'll put some other color over top eventually. Down the middle of my nose and my cupid's bow, I'm making it a little bit thicker so there's some more like kind of shine, like you get a lot of metallic. So I think I'm going to do that on my chin as well, kind of as like my highlight. It's weird doing this because you almost have to work backwards. Like you want to put the thicker, like darker paint on your highlight spots and thin it out on your contour spots so that it's lighter, because it won't catch the light as much. But this is really easy to blend, and I mean, I'm pretty silver right now. For my body, I'm going to use this contour brush just because it's kind of thicker. This actually probably would have worked for my face too. but I don't need my body to be as intense as my face. I can have a bit more skin-like texture, but I still want to bring in the color. So I just kind of rubbed the silver on my body, kind of like a body lotion almost, so that it fades down from the neck and out, so it's like I'm becoming more human as I go, if that makes sense. So that's basically it for the face paint, which is good because this stuff is kind of thin and not real easy to work with. Now we're gonna move on to the next step. I fill in my brows now, and I'm thinking somewhere between like a black and a cobalt blue. I think black is probably gonna be our easiest best bet, so I'm going to use a black pencil eyeliner, and I'm gonna fill them in pretty natural, but they're gonna be fairly sharp. So I just filled them in kind of black and then went over them again with the metallic paint, just so that they were a little bit softer, but still had some sheen. So we're gonna start with the eyes now, and I'm gonna just prime my lids like I normally do because I want this look to be pretty graphic. So I'm gonna actually use the primer to kind of block out any mistakes with the eyebrows. I think through this series, I just want to see like how much I have grown creatively, like if I have, like where my skills have improved or where I still want to work on things. Like I think right now, just with the paint that I did, incorporating my neck and chest, like I never would have done that before. I would have stopped like at my jawline, and that's not very fun when there's so much you can do with the body. Next thing I'm gonna do is go in with this Maybelline color tattoo. It's in Tenacious Teal, and we're gonna try and lay some of this down. This is super old, so this might not work at all. If I use my finger, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. As you guys can see, it's pretty bright and metallic, and we're gonna put this on our lid, almost like a second base, but I'm gonna keep this pretty close to the inner eye. Actually, I'm gonna take this the whole way across. We're gonna do like some different techniques today. Now I'm gonna take Electro Shock from NYX. It's a cobalt blue, and I'm gonna put this on an angle brush, and we're gonna go in kind of the crease area and kind of basically wherever this light blue touches, we're gonna go in with the dark blue. And then I'm just gonna take a clean brush and kind of blend this all out as best I can. I don't even remember what the eye look was when I did this. I know I had white contacts, and I think it was just like mainly a cobalt blue, just because when I see these colors, I think like cyborg, futuristic, like space princess. And that's what I'm trying to serve today. So using the same brush I just used, I'm going to go in Meow from ColourPop, and we're gonna use this as our brow highlight. And it's like a very dark metallic silver. So it's also gonna help blend. Now to add a little bit more pop, I'm going to go into the Galaxy Chic palette, and I'm going to go into Electra. This is like my favorite color down here, and I'm going to use a wet brush to put it on. And I'm going to put this in the inner corner. I'm also going to pack a little bit on the outside here, just so there's a little bit more bright color out here. So I'm going to drag it up. Now I'm going to throw on some very intense black wing eyeliner, which is pretty standard. And then I'm going to pop on these lashes. These are the Ardell 120 Demi Wispy. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be back to show you the rest of the look. So now we're going to throw on some liner in the lower lash line. I'm just using this kind of teal one from Ulta right now. So I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting palette. I'm going to go into Orion. And this is going to be like our real kind of highlight. So I'm going to go over these places pretty heavily. For my body, I'm going to take some of this white iridescent pigment and just kind of fan it on with a fan brush. For the lips, I'm going to use Clapback from Fenty Beauty. I've never used this before, but I wanted kind of like a dark blue to kind of bring in some of the dark blue in the crease that we have going on. I want to incorporate some of the stuff from the old look that I did previously. So I did do these kind of colored lips in the last look, and I used a lot of blues and silver, but I want to create that kind of like circuit board look. So I'm gonna take some liquid liner and create some little like circuits. Okay, so now that I have incorporated some of the like circuit type work, I'm kind of obsessed with this. Like I want to do my whole face in these circuits, but I think it's kind of a good balance between like futuristic, kind of motherboard-esque, and then like a full-on beauty look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this redo. I will have lots of redos coming up, especially if you're new to my channel. Make sure you check out the original video and you can tell me which one you like better, the original or the new version. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed doing this, so I will see you in the next one.